Hey everybody, it's Monday morning, man. We're all here today to be grateful and thankful that we have another opportunity not only to be taught about real estate, but to learn about real estate. That's right. If you're tuning in, you have an opportunity to become great at real estate because I give out great information. It's that guy who knows real estate, Cedric Fallings, coming through your airways via Facebook Live to give you what it is, your portion today as it pertains to real estate. Well, the title of my video for today is not really addressed. We talk about credit history, but there are other elements of history that's important when it comes to buying real estate. So the title of my video today is History That Hinders Home Buying. Yes, history that hinders home buying. There are some other histories that we must talk about as it pertains to real estate other than credit history. And today, I want to be honest with you. History is important in every area of our lives, and it is important in real estate. As I think over some of the eloquent speeches that Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Penned and spoke for us during his tenure on earth, none of them I was able to hear in person. But because of history being documented, I'm reminded of a letter that he penned from the Birmingham jail, and it said this. This is what he said. We are not makers of history, but we are made by history. Dr. Martin Luther King said those words. We are not makers of history, but we are made by history. And yes, our opportunities to buy real estate are made by our history. So today we're going to talk about a couple of histories that could hinder us. The first history that we have to think about when we're talking about buying a house, we have to talk about our rental history. Rental history is important when buying a home. It's one of the most important elements of buying a home besides credit. But let me give you some intricate things about rental history so we can be on the same page and you can understand. See, the first thing about rental history you need to know, first of all, you need to follow your lease by the letter. That's right. If you are currently renting, you have a lease in place. And it's to your advantage to follow that lease to the T. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. If your rent is due on the 1st of the month, it's advantageous for you to pay on the 1st because you don't need late penalties, first of all, and second of all, you don't want late history as it pertains to your landlord history. So, because this is what happens when you apply for a mortgage, when you apply to buy a home, they're going to request at least 12 to 24 months of rental history, either by canceled checks or they will contact your landlord in person through a letter, through some sort of verification document. And you want your landlord to say, yes, they did everything according to the letter of their lease. Whatever your lease agreement says, do it. So you can be in compliance with your rental history as it pertains to purchasing a house. So when it comes to rental history, not only must you follow the letter of your lease, but secondly, you must forget about lying to your landlord. Now, I bet you're saying, what is this guy talking about? Forget about lying to your landlord. Let me tell you what most people do when they're ready to buy a house and they're currently in a rental agreement. They won't even tell the landlord that they're anticipating buying a house. In most residential leases, there is what we call a notice clause, meaning you have to give your landlord proper notice to get out of your lease. Hey, most are 30 days, some are 60 days, but if your lease agreement says you have to give notice, it's advantageous for you to give notice. So you must learn that to follow your lease by the letter, but you also must learn not to lie to your landlord. Let me tell you why not lie to your landlord. Tell your landlord that you're anticipating buying a home. This is why. Because at some point, the lender will have to contact your landlord, and you don't want your landlord to be caught by surprise and give them some erroneous information or give them some information because they're in their feelings because you didn't tell them about it up front. I'm telling you, man, you have to forget about lying to your landlord. You have to be upfront. Let them know. Give them their proper notice. It's important to getting your loan done to purchase a house from me. Man, I'm telling you good information. This stuff will save save your deal. This stuff will save your ability to purchase a house. So as it pertains to your landlord history or your rental history, you must follow the letter of your lease. Whatever your lease says, do it. Don't be late. If it's due on the 1st, pay on the 1st. If it's late by the 5th, pay on the 4th. We want that stuff to be in line when the lender checks it. And then the second one, forget about lying to your landlord. Let your landlord know that you're thinking about buying a house. It's nothing etched in stone, but I want you to know first. It makes him feel like you're concerned about what he will do with his property after you're gone and bought yours. So we're talking about history that could hinder your home buying. First, we talked about rental history, but next, this is a very important one. Now we're going to talk about banking history or deposit history. Yes, I said banking history or deposit history. And the first thing I want to tell you about banking or deposit history, y'all gonna get mad at me on this one, but it's coming your way. It's coming your way. Outgrow depending on overdrafts. Oh my God. You got to outgrow depending on overdrafts. Do you know most people overdraft their account on a regular basis? And most banks promote you to overdraft your account on a regular basis. Man, you got to outgrow overdrafting your account, because what that does is it makes you look like you are financially unstable. It makes it look like you cannot make stable decisions as it pertains to your money. And if you can't manage your money, how can someone trust you with theirs? So man, you gotta outgrow those overdraft fees and overdraft deposits. Number one, you want to save that money instead of paying it to the banks. No matter how appealing it is, I need you to outgrow overdrafting your account. Because when an underwriter looks at your deal to close, they're going to look at those bank statements, because by the way, you have to provide your loan officer with 2 to 3 months of bank statements. So what happens is when the underwriter look at your bank statements, and every month they see you overdrafting your account. They see it. It may make them question whether they want to give you some money. So I'm going to need you guys to outgrow overdrafting your account, please, because it may hinder you from home buying. And then lastly, about banking or deposit history, I need you to opt out of depositing other people's money. I'll say that again. Opt out of depositing other people's money. Man, when your cousin comes to you and do not have a checking account and say, hey, deposit my check into your account because I don't have one. Stop doing that stuff. Because what happens is now you got unexplained deposits in your checking account or savings account that you have to explain to an underwriter. Man, they're going to ask you, where did this $1,000 come from? I see your employment income. I see your business income. But what about this $1,000? So, hey, man, don't put money that don't belong to you through your bank account. Now, if you have a business where you collect cash or you get paid in other alternate funds, let me tell you what to do about that. File it on your taxes so you can legitimize the money, and then you have a legitimate right for that money to be coming through your account. Man, I'm telling you, opt out of putting other people's money in your account or money that can't be undocumented. And if you have a business and you have extra income, hey, file it on your taxes so you can legitimize the money and it can work for you and not against you. Man, I'm telling you, these histories can stop you or hinder you from home buying. I know what I'm talking about. So today, man, I just gave y'all information that's rarely ever talked about. We don't talk about rental history, and then people don't talk about deposit history, but this stuff can stop your deal from closing. Well, that's all I have for you today. I thought that was important stuff, man. And I'm telling you, you need to listen to me. You need to call me. I can help you through this stuff because I'm up next. In 2017, I will be the biggest real estate agent in the state of Georgia. I'm telling you, I am on my way. This is a movement, man. We're creating wealth. We're getting buyers into houses. We're selling houses for sellers. We're creating investors. Hey, I am that guy. Subscribe to my YouTube station at That Guy Knows Real Estate. Hey, like my business page. Like this video. Share this video. You never know where this video may land. You may be helping somebody else because they're going to be with the best. Because in 2017, I assure you of this, I will be the biggest real estate agent in the state of Georgia. And you're going to help me. You're going to be a part of my team to make it happen. Fallings 2017. It's a movement. I'm telling you. Hey, you better get on the train because I want you to be here so we all can grow wealthy together. Not just so we can spend it, but so we can be a blessing. And remember, today could be the day that something happens in your life that's huge, magnanimous, prodigious, colossal, over the top. Man, I'm telling you, you have to believe it. And I know if you call me, I got you covered as it pertains to real estate. Man, God bless buyers. God bless sellers. God bless investors. Man, God bless real estate. And God bless these United States of America where I can afford to do what I love when I want to do it. And that's to help you. Hey, stay tuned tomorrow if there's a video coming to you. Share this, like my business page, subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'm telling you, help me build a brand, and in return, I'll help you build real estate. Hey, I'm signing out. I got work to do, man. It's raining out. I'm wet. Just came out the field, but I wanted to come to you to give you this great information. Have a great day, and I look forward to talking to you tomorrow.